You've got to create and lead. You've got to create and lead. Look, we're good. We're good and we look good. You look good. Blonde right there with your chewing gum, but you look, yeah, right there. She looks good. She does. And she got the red sash, like she's all about the red right now. Me too. See, like, anytime you want to borrow this. Call. People are going to copy you. Like, forget it. People are going to, your best move is going to be copied tomorrow. It's like it's going to be on there, it's copied, and they're going to maybe even, I don't know if they're going to do it as well as you, but they're going to try really hard. So it's our job to create, put the thing we created out there, and walk away from it and do it again. You're not just getting to the top of a mountain. You're going up, you're jumping the curve, you're going up, you're jumping the curve, you're going up, you're jumping the curve. Let me give you an example. When you go to a restaurant, and the restaurant guy says, oh, how many for supper? And you say, oh, it's just me. He goes, okay, follow me. And they take you back through the cool parts of the restaurant to the dark, dismal, depressing part of the restaurant, back by the bathroom and the opening to the door to go in and out of the kitchen, and they put you at this little, tiny, you're alone table. And so I like to say, no, follow me, follow me, follow me. See, I came here to your restaurant, and I'm the customer, and I think I'll sit right here, right up here, where the life is going on, so I can talk to the bartender and get like a little, conversation, but I don't be lonely way back there, and maybe I'm going to lean over and get in their conversation over here. These two people who are on a date, and tell them that she should have worn her wedding dress, because then I would have bought them champagne. Right? Maybe I'll do that. Who knows what I'll do? But I'm going to be right here. No, follow me. Create and lead. You got to be bold. You got to be bold. Not meek. When I met my husband, thank you. When I met my husband, I had heard his name before. My mother at the dinner table when I was in 11th grade had said, oh, Courtney Ferrell, he's cute. So 8 years later, when I met him at a party, I said, oh, you're Courtney Ferrell. My mother thinks you're cute. And he said, well, what do you think? And I said, well, you are. And so a few minutes later, we're talking, and he said he just gotten into business school. And I said, well, that should be fun for you. That sounds fun. He goes, oh, it will be fun. I said, oh, it will be. How do you know? He goes, because I'll be dating you. Bold! Like, how do I not go out with that? I don't even know. Like, it doesn't matter if he's cute. I gotta go, that's just done. I love that. I love that. The world loves that boldness. That's red boldness. Right? Create and lead. Create and lead. Here's the thing. Tiger Woods, I just have to be honest, and forgive me, Tiger, if you ever happen to stumble upon this by doing some other search for attractive women and you come across this video. You're not my favorite dude. However, there are some good stories that come out of that life. So, before he became so well known, he was the youngest person to ever win the green jacket at the Masters. You all remember this. I think it was 2001, but for anybody here, just go with me to say, yes, that's right. All right, so the next year, he actually got his coach to help him reinvent his swing. And he was terrible. He was losing tournaments. And everyone said, what are you doing? You got the best swing. You got the best swing in the world. You won the Masters. What are you doing? You're crazy. And he said, no, that was the swing that won last year. I've got to find the swing that's going to win this year. And sure enough, by the end of the season, he came back and he won it again. And incidentally, when he won it the first time, he asked for it to be 4 sizes bigger than he actually was because he knew he was going to grow into it. When he won it, that's bold. That is bold. I got to give it to him. That is bold. But that reinvention, whatever's worked for you thus far, you don't need to ditch it completely, but you need to know that there's something else because people are copying your stuff. People are copying your best move. And that bold, self-confident you has got to say, I've got many more moves inside of me. I've got many more. Watch me do the next one. Create and lead. Now listen, I don't want you to forget the good stuff. Right? As you awaken that creative spirit and give it a chance to roam, as you notice things and you're moved by them, as you go through these looking for the delta every day, if I didn't see a change, there is one there. I have to find it. This is an aside, so go with me down this rabbit hole. Go with me down this rabbit hole. 2 rabbit holes, actually. Come back down. At night, sometimes I sit, and when my children are sleeping, I draw them. I'm a terrible drawer. I can't even say artist, drawer. I'm not a good drawer. But I draw them because it makes me notice. Just the looking and the putting down. I notice this little 8-year-old face isn't what it was yesterday. I notice things I wouldn't have noticed. And again, the second rabbit hole I was talking about is that, anyone here watch Downton Abbey? I need a valet. Like, give me a valet, please, my God. Anyway, I dressed up to go to the opening, and Richmond had a grand opening of the preview. And so my husband got in tails and a top hat, and I dressed up in white gloves and the whole thing. You can get these at like the thrift store or something, and put all this stuff on. And my 2-year-old walked up to him and he said, "Daddy, why do you have this rabbit hole on your head?" I think it's awesome. I never will call the top hat. I'm sorry we don't wear top hats, really, because then I could call it a rabbit hole all the time. All right, so the final thing about putting life into your life is that you not miss the good stuff. There's so much good stuff. Like when you go through security. I bet most of you walked through that machine. Did you? You do that? You missed a free massage. You walked right past that because you wanted to get to your gate. They're always like, "Do you understand that we're going to be patting you down?" I do. We're going to be touching sensitive areas. Yes, I get it. That's great. Just tell me where to stand. Right here. Sometimes I want to put just something that seems like contraband in the sore parts, Right there. Feel that out. That's right, baby. There's good stuff that we're just walking right by. I never get in this thing, ever. Like, why get to the airport 2 hours early? What are you supposed to do? Get your massage. Those people are bored. And also a hug. This sounds really trite, but it's really important. A good hug. How many people give you the sideways, this thing, or the A-frame? We will not touch. We will embrace the oxygenated air around each other, but will not touch. Or the pat, pat, pat. I cannot stand the rabbit pat, pat, pat. This is not sexual in any way. This is a pat, pat, pat. I'm stepping away. I'm out. A good hug is where you take somebody and you tummy button to tummy button, right there, and you pull in close and you hang on like it's a bear that you don't want to bite you, right? You hold on and you sway a little bit, just a little bit, and when the person tries to pull away, pull them in. And then you think something nice about them, however long it takes. And then you give them a little squeeze to say, "I get it, it's awkward, it's over," and then you step away. Because see, that's your hug too. If you want to put more life in your life, you got to get your good hugs. I promise you. If you put more life in your life, you will get more red in your life. Because people want to be around that. People want to be around that. They want to end the carefully muted experiences. They want to end the carefully muted experiences. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you a story and then I'm going to close. I'm going to need your help with the close. But there's this, I don't know, this is probably a made-up story, but does it matter, really? And the answer is no. There's this little boy, I read this in the paper, lie, but whatever, okay? So I could have. I feel like I read it in the paper. This little boy, he gets in a car wreck, he loses his arm, very upsetting. He's athletic, he tells his mom he wants to keep playing sports, and so his mom takes him to karate, and the master says, "Yes, please bring your son, we'll teach him." And so they teach the boy this one move. I don't know the move. This is the Karate Kid I tried to do. I don't know. They teach him this one move, and they do it over and over and over and over and over, and he starts to compete, and he starts to win. And he keeps winning. And he goes to the master, and he says, "I have no idea why I'm winning. This is crazy. All the other kids know all these moves. I know this one move." And the master says, "There's 2 reasons why you're winning. The first is that you know this move better than anyone. You have practiced it to perfection. There's no one out there who has practiced this move like you. And the second reason why you're winning is that the only way to stop them is by grabbing the left arm." Putting more life into your life is your one move. It's your one move that cannot be stopped. It's your one move that cannot be stopped. So I'm going to do this. I mean, the last one was don't miss the good stuff. Don't miss the good stuff. It would be not hypocritical. What's it? Hypocrisy? A big load of hypocrisy? Go with me. Whatever the right words are in the right order, put them there in your mind. If I didn't go ahead and not miss the good stuff, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. The home of country music. I mean, I think this town is made of like 10 singers and the rest of them are songwriters. I'm pretty sure. And so I wrote a song. Last night in my cab, I acted very important. I'm like, could you please turn the radio? I'm writing a song. And I think he was like, she's kind of important. She's a Nashville songwriter. And then he took a call in another language. I think he had no idea what I was saying. But for a moment, I felt very special. So I'm going to try this. And see, the thing is that what you have to know is that I am not a professional. I would be laughed off in any of those TV programs. But I don't care. Now there's a refrain, and I'm just hoping that, a few of you will pick up on it and sing it along with me. And because I'm not a professional, I don't have music to go with me, so it'll be like when you watch television live. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Remember the Peter Pan thing? Did anybody watch that? No one? Yes. Because it was so bad you couldn't stop watching. Do you know what I'm talking about? We TiVo'd that thing just so that we could watch it again. It was so bad. All right. Let me see if I can do it. First of all, I think it's a crime that there haven't been any country music songs written about Mary Kay. This is amazing. There's one song out there and it's like, Dad loves Mary Marshall, son likes Mary Jane, and my mom's hooked on Mary Kay. Not exactly the sentiment of the group, right? So here we go. This is a big deal. I'm not outgoing, but this is a lot. This is a lot. So here we go. It's my debut. All right, it's my coming on stage. Come on, guys. Singing debut. Thank you, Nashville. All right. I've got a strip mall manicure and high-heeled shoes. And my red jacket, I've got nothing to lose. Oh, you can see me coming a million miles away. This is genuine self-confidence. I grow it fresh here every day. 'Cause I'm a hard-working woman in a fast-changing world. I believe in myself. I'm a Mary Kay girl. I'm a hard-working woman. I'm not fooling around. I've got one foot in the future and the other foot on the ground. I wake up every morning and I cock my head and say, hello, beautiful, what have you got for me today? I want to eat burnt toast for breakfast. You can't push me aside because I'm goal-oriented and I want me a Mary Kay ride. Oh, I'm a hard-working woman in a fast-changing world. I believe in myself. I'm a Mary Kay girl. I'm a hard-working woman. I'm not fooling around. I've got one foot in the future and the other foot on the ground. Well, the iPhone 6 is wonderful and Google Glass is great, but my husband wants to eat his supper right at 8. Opportunity is knocking on my front door. I'm the girl of the future with laundry on the floor. Oh, I'm a hard-working woman in a fast-changing world. I believe in myself, 'cause I'm a Mary Kay girl. Well, if you're if you're vague on the inside and vogue on the out, then you don't have a clue what the girl life's all about. I got a mind for business, I got a heart for love. I got divine inspiration sent to me from above. Everybody! Oh, I'm a hard-working woman in a fast-changing world. I believe in myself, I'm a Mary Kay girl. I'm a hard-working woman. I'm not fooling around. I've got one foot in the future and the other foot on the ground. One more time. Oh, I'm a hard-working woman in a fast-changing world. I believe in myself. I'm a Mary Kay girl. I'm a hard-working woman. I'm not fooling around. I got one foot in the future and the other foot on the ground. I got one foot in the future and the